Go ahead.
Because we couldn't be able to sing all the national anthem for all the countries represented here. Now let us get the Kenyan national anthem.
Diaspora now. Yeah. Diaspora.
Okay, diaspora. You know how to do it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Remain standing, we will sing the Diaspora anthem. Diaspora anthem.
One
Good job. Appreciate it. Wow, thank you. One more round for the national anthem, please. Thank you, thank you. So we are going to get started with the rest of the program. My name is Jacob Ongaki, and I'm in finance for profession and academia. So I'm part of the One Voice Consortium, the vice president for One Voice Consortium. I connected with One Voice Consortium by the Grand Granite Circle that we formed with actually 5 other co-founders, including my wife, Miriam Ongaki. So I just want to thank everybody for coming in here today. And remember, this is not at the end after tonight, so we still have the whole day tomorrow until 5 o'clock. And then after 5 o'clock, we have a debrief, which we will be taking, because we didn't just come here and then we leave and then we try to do something else. We want to have action plans for the future. So I want to thank the dignitaries who are here today, the members of parliament, the senators, representatives from the counties who came to support the diaspora group. We are very thankful for you coming here. So I couldn't even be able to be thankful enough to our ambassador as well. Mr. Ambassador, I think when we founded the Grand Granite Diaspora Circle, you were the guest speaker, and we invite you again for our HM coming in July. So you will be receiving that invitation, so you can see whether there is availability on your side. So we're very thankful for the support that you continue to provide. So first, I just wanted to when I joined the One Voice Consortium, I didn't know what the journey will be like because of the volunteer involved. But the mission that entails actually the purpose of the One Voice Consortium, which is just to uplift the lives of our people, is very important. And those people, there's so many of you who are here have different organizations or form different organizations, and those organizations are the ones that have actually connected to where we are. So I'm very thankful for my people that I work with, the One Voice Consortium. Dr. Robert Churi, who is the president. Thanks for working with me for this time. When we started organizing this business expo about 5 months ago, we didn't know what the journey will be, but we knew we wanted to bring something for our people. Not only for people from Kenya, but we wanted people in the diaspora community, the African continent in general. So we will have action plans in the future, and thanks for the members, the sponsors who actually get us to where we are. Without you, we could not have got this event to happen. So we are very, very thankful for all the work that you've done. You chipped into your pocket to get us something, to get us the nice food that we have, the venue that we are holding over here. Let's give a lot of applause for our sponsors, please. So for further ado, just because of the time constraint, we have some guest speakers tonight, and then we will have an award that will be given later on for companies or individuals who have done wonderful things with the communities. They will talk about it. I don't know who is the winner, but I know it's going to be good stuff, and that is underway. So for that further ado, I just wanted to bring in my president, Dr. Robert Shuri, and then he can go from here. But at the end, before we go, I will be talking at the end. Dr. Robert Shuri, please come on in.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jake Ongaki, VP Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium. My name is Robert Chiri, and I'm so glad to see you all here. And Mr. Bennett Harman, Assistant Deputy at U.S. Trade Representative's Office, His Excellency Ambassador Lazarus Amayo, Kenyan ambassador here at U.S., Washington, D.C. We also have Ambassador Njogu, representing our PS of State of Diaspora Affairs, Madam Roslyn Njogu. We also have a delegation from Kenya led by Honorable Mother Wangare, MP of Gilgil, by your delegation. We also have two senators, Senator Kamau of Lamu and also Senator Retired Justice Stewart Mazayo from Kilifi. We appreciate all of you. And also we have a speaker of the county government of Murang'a, representing the county government of Governor Irungu Kang'ata. Those were delegations from Kenya. And of course we have other diaspora leaders that are in here, many, and I would say all protocols observed, because it's difficult to recognize each and every person. But we appreciate you this evening. There are many distinguished guests here, people from all walks of life and sectors, and we appreciate you for spending a day yesterday and today with us. We still have our last day tomorrow, where there'll be many presentations. There'll actually even be a diaspora declaration. We are having a diaspora overseas declaration for the things that we have covered in the last 3 days. Things that are important, not just for our region, but our entire Africa, because this expo is about bridging opportunities between US and that part of Africa, Eastern Africa, but it spreads to all over the parts of Africa. So we are grateful very much to have our US partners, especially US Trade Representative's Office, together with others like World Bank, who also sponsored some parts of this expo, and also other organizations like Prosper Africa, and also Department of Commerce that were also, they sent their apologies of not being here. Again, I want to mention that One Voice Consortium is an umbrella body, an umbrella organization of other many organizations in the diaspora that are whose aim and vision is to uplift and improve the lifestyle of our people in many sectors, especially socio-economic sector. We believe in areas that have a greater impact to the community, not just here in the diaspora, but also in back home, whether it is in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, or even Zanzibar, or even the greater parts of Eastern Africa. You now know we go up to DRC, Congo, in Sudan, and other nations around that area. We want to see that it's a regional impact, because there is always a saying that you have to take care of even your neighbors, because if you don't take care of your neighbors, then you are exposing yourself to some risk. So it's always good to make sure your neighbors are really taken care of, and that's why as a region we all have to take care of each other, and that's why this expo is about East Africa, so that we can all prosper together. This evening, I don't have speeches. We have speeches from our ambassador and also our peers, and also the keynote speaker. But before they do that, let me just call for people here who we shall give only 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And actually they don't even know they're being called. but 2 minutes. Let me call Mombi Baskin. She doesn't know. Let me call Matthias Muyumba. Matthias Muyumba. Let me call David Ogega. Let me call Professor Lucas Jenga. They are all going to get 2 minutes, but they're just going to say what is in their heart. They represent, one represents the youth, another one represents women, another represents men, another represents the community leader. So, and I'll start with our youth. Matthias Mulumba, say who you are and what you do.
Oh. Hi everybody, my name is Matthias Mulumba. I am the president and the founder of Father to the Fatherless International and Father to the Fatherless Uganda. You can find me at www.father2tothefatherless.org, or you can find me at www.tata.org. I am also a student at Colorado Mesa University. Dr. Jacobo is my professor, and I'm happy to be here.
Good evening, everybody. All protocol observed. My name is Professor Lucas Jenga. I'm both an academic and also a minister of the region. I've lived in the United Kingdom for the last 32 years, and I'm now on transit to do a One Voice Consortium project in Kenya, in North Kenya, in Malindi, where we are doing the proximity point city of return. I can know many people were wondering why were you not in the real estate panel, because this is a diaspora project and we are doing it together. At the moment we have a membership of close to 3,500 and growing. The vision of this city of return is to give every Kenyan in the diaspora an opportunity to go back home with dignity and pride, to give us an opportunity to do what we do best when we're in the diaspora, but also give an opportunity to our people back at home so that there's employability, there's enterprise development, and we are able to mitigate on the remittances that we've been sending, so demonstrating an activity. I'm also involved currently with a World Bank program, again alongside One Voice Consortium, which we are creating employability and enterprise skills development in Kenya. We finished the first project, which was a 15 billion shilling project, which was very successful. It's been voted as the first most impactful World Bank project in Kenya, and therefore we have won the second one, which is likely to start in September for another 5 years. I'm so delighted to be serving under President Robert Shiori, Dr. Professor Diangui, and the rest of the team in One Voice Consortium. And I'm now the ambassador back at home representing the diaspora. Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, all protocol observed, and the leadership of One Voice Central. Thank you so very much for having us. This is a wonderful event, and it's your first event, and you have gotten 10 out of 10. My name's Mombi Baskin. I live in Dallas, Texas. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a self-made chef from cooking ugali, specialized in matumbo and the rest. And I have committed my life to make sure that women entrepreneurs that need to do business like me do not step on the same landmines that I did. I'm a trailblazer, and I'm committed to make sure that every woman achieves her dreams. And there's so much resources that are there that I never knew, and I promise myself no other woman will step on the same landmines I did step. Thank you so very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay. It's a tough act to follow, but I'll try. My name's David Ochwangi. I am based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I probably wear two hats, several, but the ones that really count for as far as tonight goes, I'm also, in addition to being part of OVC, I'm also the chair and founder of the Association of Kenya Diaspora Organizations, Inc. It's a group that also partners with OVC to make things like what you're seeing here happen. As a matter of fact, we have another conference or summit coming up in Atlanta in September. And we ask all of you, if you can make it, you're invited to join. And the second hat that I wear, I'm also a founder and CEO of Diaspora Capital Group. That's a for-profit entity that we get together and trying to also drive investments to Kenya. As you all know, I can't repeat this enough, the saying is, teamwork makes the dream work, right? So we've partnered with all this organization, and as Aristotle said, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So we all partner together to make this happen. And this is just one point to the real estate folks that were up here. One of our dreams as a diaspora, of course you recognize that we want to invest in Kenya. And this is a challenge to you guys. The Diaspora Capital Group is very, very keen on driving that investments to Kenya. And we want to partner with you as well. So one of the ways that we think we can do that, if you're interested, reach out to me, because we have a lot of interest in those investments. There was a saying that we have a need for 2 million housing units in Kenya, but we can only do 50 per year. So there's a way to do it if we all get together, and there's ideas we want to share with you on how to do it, and we want to continue that conversation in Atlanta in September. So if y'all can make it, it's September 22nd and 23rd, Friday and Saturday. Ambassador, you're invited if you can make it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just 1 minute. I would like also to bring the greetings of my governor from Kilifi County, who was supposed to be with us in this meeting with another delegation, but due to an unavoidable circumstance, he was not able to come. There's still chances that he could visit during this time, and when that happens, we'll let you know. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Lucas. Thank you, Matthias Mulimba. Thank you, Lindy Baskin, and thank you, David Obega. That was just an appetizer for what we were able to cover in the whole event. Thank you very much. At this point, I just want to recognize and invite Honorable Mother Wangari, as head of the delegation of the LPs, to come here and give us some remarks.
Thank you. The organizers, OVC, the leadership, honorable members of parliament who are here, members of the county assembly, our staff, the diasporians who are here from every part in this area, and all of us, good evening. Oh, our ambassador, Ambassador Amayo, Ambassador Kwaka, the representative for the PS, good evening. God is good, and all the time. Thank you. For those who are joining in today, my name is Martha Wangari. I am the member of parliament for Gilgil constituency, Nakuru County. Thank you. I am honored to be the leader of the delegation that came here, a very high-powered delegation from Parliament, comprising of about 10 members of Parliament, some who are here, some who are represented, and some who have given apologies, and 2 senators from the Senate of Kenya. I am doing my 3rd term in Parliament, and so are many who are here. And we are bipartisan, to mean that we come from both the government side and the opposition side. Because Parliament as a house and as committees, we do not look in terms of party affiliations. We have 3 committees in the National Assembly that are represented here. One is a committee I sit in called the Defense, National Intelligence and Foreign Affairs, which is one of the very powerful committees in Parliament. I served last Parliament in the same committee. We also have one committee that is a new committee in Parliament called the Diaspora and Immigrant Workers. That one was hived from the Defense and Foreign Affairs Committee because we felt there are specific issues in the diaspora that need a closer look than just the way we look at the foreign service. And that is why that committee was established. There is definitely a corresponding goodwill with the executive because for the first time we have a State Department to serve on matters diaspora in the national executive. And we also have another committee called the Delegated Legislation Committee. That committee deals with every regulation that comes to Parliament, that comes from the executive. They are the committee to scrutinize it. And the reason we are here, in general and in summary, is that we felt that there are very many issues that the diaspora have, but they do not have the avenue to get them to the policy makers, and the annexure between the executive and the legislature was missing. So that is the reason we came here. We have had very good sessions from yesterday, very good panels. We have learnt a lot. We have also educated a lot because we feel there are some issues that have already been addressed even legally, but the diaspora leadership have not gotten a way to get the feedback to know that that has been worked on. I know there has been many arguments in terms of the delegations that come here, but I am very proud, Ambassador Amayo, because I came here in 2018 with the Committee of Defense and Foreign Affairs, and we were able to get feedback from diaspora members that felt that they needed visa services close to them. And I am proud of the embassy and the output they have come with the 15 sessions you have done in different states and registered over 3,000 people that do not have to pay a ticket to come to the embassy or to go to the consulate. So those are some of the few things that we are able to actually count to say that we can be proud of the engagements we have. But this specific one has been very critical in terms of raising the gaps in terms of legislation, and we have also educated the diaspora to tell them that the Parliament of today is very responsive. You don't even need me to raise an issue. You can write directly to Parliament, you can petition Parliament, you can write to the clerk. If you feel an issue needs a member, you have gotten a seed of the what we call champions of the diaspora in the membership that has been represented here. So we want to give our commitment. If you need to reach out, we are open and we are willing to listen. But because I'm not alone and we are paid part of it to talk, you know that nusu ya mshahara ni kuongea. So because I have gotten a microphone and I can continue because there is so much to say. But I think I would say in summary we have learnt a lot, and we will be seeking to do a very good report to be tabled in Parliament. That is where you start. To get the voices, to get the discussion on the floor of the House. And you are lucky because I serve in the Speaker's panel. I'll be the ones to push the agenda. I'll be the one to push it up to be discussed on the floor of the House. That way, then we are getting to the annexure of the two levels. So you can count on the champions that you get from here. Kindly, the members of Parliament who are here, the senators who are here, Senator Justice Mazayo, I served with you in the 11th Parliament. Senator Kamau Githuku from Lamu, please join me because I would like to do a very quick introduction. Members of Parliament, member for Lamu East, member for Kajiado, please join me on stage. Member for Kilgoris, please join me. Honorable Jalas, please join me here. Apologies from Honorable Mili, she has had to leave, but she has been with us throughout. Please clap for these very good members of Parliament. They have a diverse wealth. They have diverse capacities. We have some who have served in the executive. We have some who have served in the executive before. Some have become ambassadors. So I think these 2 days have shown the diaspora that even members of Parliament have something to bring on the table, and if we all play our part, then we'll make Kenya a better place. We will help you with the policies that you need, and we will also tap to ensure that the things you have learned here and the issues you have learned here, you can be able to transfer that in our country so that we grow together. So I want to give them the microphone to do self-introductions, and I will start here.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Amayo, Ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary, because there are other ambassadors also who are here, the President and everybody else, hamjambo. Our leader has spoken, so let me not say anything else. My name is Julius Sunkuli, MP for Kilgoris, and I have learned a lot and I have made friends here. Please, when you come to Kenya and you want an MP to talk for you, I'm here.
Good evening all. Good evening. If I was in a political rally, ningeanza na haya. My name is Memusi Kanchori. I'm an MP for Kajiado Central. I also serve in the Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations Committee. I'm one of the ranking members there. I've served 3 terms now in the same committee. I'm very glad to be here. We've learned a lot. One Voice Consortium, please stay in touch with us. You're doing a great thing. Let's keep in touch to make everything we've discussed happen. Thank you very much.
Amuyambo. Ayo ni ile abajuni ya Lamu, kule Lamu East. Ya Kenya ni hamjambo. Okay, my name's Captain Ruida Mohammed, County MP, Lamu East MP. I used to be a women rep, but now I'm member of Parliament, Lamu East. Member of Diaspora Committee and Migrant Workers. Thank you.
Ndugu zangu mnaoishi Amerika, ng'ambo, hamjambo. Kwa majina naitwa Judge mstaafu Stewart Mazayo. Mimi nikiwa mwakilishi kama seneta wa Kilifi na kiongozi wa walio wengi wachache ndani ya bunge la Senate. Kwa sababu ni Wakenya wenzangu, nataka niongee tu kidogo ya kwamba cha kwanza nataka niwasifu kwa sababu ya mkusanyiko wa watu namna hii wa Kenya katika sehemu za hapa Amerika. Kwa hiyo ni jambo zuri mnalofanya na kutaka kujua yanayojiri kule nyumbani. Sisi tunawapenda, tunawaenzi, na nyinyi tunawakaribisha nyumbani. Si kuwakaribisha, njooni nyumbani, mulete maendeleo ili nchi yetu ipate kuendelea. Kama alivyosema dadangu hapa, sisi tumekuja hapa kuwasikiza mashikio yenu, kuwasikiza vile mnavyoongea, tuyachukue na tuende nao nyumbani. Mmetupatia changamoto, na kama vile mnavyojua sisi tukija nje tukiwa wabunge ni kwamba hakuna tofauti hapa za kwamba tutakosana. Hiyo maneno iko huko nyumbani. Tukiwa hapa sisi ni Wakenya na tunaongea na sauti moja kama wabunge wa Kenya. Kwa hiyo mimi nataka tukirudi nyumbani hiyo mambo ya sambamba itaendelea, lakini hapa sisi ni watu wa moja, ni watu wa Kenya na tunapendana. Hiyo ni siasa yetu huko. Tukimaliza tunakunywa supu, tunakunywa chai, tunakunywa nini, tunatembea pamoja kama vile mnatuona hapa. Kwa hiyo tunataka pia nyinyi mkija nyumbani muje mulekeze rasilimali zenu, na vile ambavyo sasa tumeanza hizi kitengo cha diaspora wanaoishi ng'ambo, mali yenu itatetewa vizuri sana na sheria itakayowekwa na hii timu mnayoona hapa. Na ikija bunge la Senate, wakishapitisha wakimaliza, ikija bunge la Senate, sisi nataka kuwaambia, mimi nikiwa kiongozi wa walio wachache ndani ya bunge la Senate, tutapitisha hiyo mara moja, haraka sana. Sawa. Kwa hiyo asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki, na tunawashukuru kwa hii mliotufanyia hii jioni ya leo. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana, Senator. Good evening to our ambassador and all the members of the diaspora, with a special mention to the team that has put this amazing evening gala dinner and the whole program that we've been here for the past 3 days. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jalango. I'm the Member of Parliament of Lang'ata constituency. Hawa wote ni wabunge wa mashinani. Mimi ni mbunge wa Nairobi Town, Lang'ata constituency. Wamama hai. Thank you so much. I want to take this opportunity. Wababa pia. Asante sana. I'm one of the MPs who've decided to directly work with the president as we try to move and push for the unity of the country. We and I believe that for anything that we are discussing here, or for the purpose of this meeting to even make sense, we need stability back at home, and we need peace back at home. And I'm happy the President and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga are already talking, and soon and very soon we know there will be peace, stability, and even for you people who are here in diaspora, we'll have a chance to now invest and bring your money back home and know that we have a stable country, right? Because the president needs support. If he loses, we all lose, right? So for me, I want to say I've been missing from a few of the sessions. It was my first time in DC, so I took time to go and know this city very well. So that's why I was not here during the day. So I'd gone to White House to see where my cousin used to live. And I'm happy I went there and I enjoyed, all right? And I'll be coming back now personally without being paid for. I'll come and visit some of you here. And if you're willing to host me, tell me now, so that especially ladies, just host me, I'll be available, and we will enjoy. Another thing you people must deal with, you must also tell the people back at home what they can do here, all right? We only come here and tell you what you can do back at home. But with the remittance that you people are sending back at home, there are opportunities here in America that you people can also tell other people back at home who have money to invest in here. Yes, that is what I think. It's called exchange program, right? With over 400 billion shillings coming from America, from this side, and 64% being from the American diaspora, it just means one thing. There's money here, right? There's business here. What are these business you people are doing that you don't want to tell us, so that we can also come and invest? So also be open. Don't just hide here making money and you don't tell us how to make it. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you. We are waiting for you back at home. We are hoping that you guys will come and we will live together. Sindio? Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jalango, the Member of Parliament for Nairobi City.
Good evening, everybody. My name's
My name is Joseph Njogu Kamau. I served as the member of County Assembly in the year 2017-2022 as a member of the County Assembly before I was promoted by the good people of Lamu on 9th of August 2022 to be the current serving senator of Lamu County. We are very grateful as delegation from Lamu because of your hospitality. We have seen your unity. You are good people, and what we are saying is that before we leave here, we want to leave our contacts behind, so that when you are back there in the country, we will revenge because of what you people have done to us. We are very grateful. What we can say is that may God of heaven and earth continue blessing you, guiding you, and protecting you, and may also God continue being ahead of you in whatever things that you are doing. Thank you very much, and may God bless you so much. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for that team. I know there are others wangetaka kuwa hapa. And I want to show you the diversity of this team. Honorable Sunkuli, who is a senior in Parliament, is elected through KANU party. Baba na mama, Njogu, yes, asante. And he was also serving as our ambassador to China at some point. He has served as a minister, he has been all over, really. Honorable Memusi here was elected via ODM. Saitabao, munaona huyo Saitabao Kanchori ameandika mpaka kitabu, ni ndugu yake mdogo, na haya ni jamaa wazuri, si tuko nao hapa. And then we have this lady. This lady is special because the number of women out of 290 constituencies, we are only 28 elected in the constituencies. Because it is not easy to be elected in a constituency, especially coming from where she's coming from, so she's done very well. She's elected via Jubilee Party. Lakini ni ile wing ya Jubilee, si ya sufuria, ile iko kwa serikali. Senator Amayo is of course ODM. Yeah, please. Kabisa. Mimi ni wasaidi ya sufuria, lakini pia ni rafiki yangu. But I'm just demonstrating that not only here, even when we are back there, I know Senator Amayo for years. Sisi hatupigani. I wish people would know. Tunawasha moto huko nje, but tunarudi tunakunywa chai pamoja. That we always do. This Jalas, munaona huyu? Huyu Jalas. Oh yeah. This is your third term. We served with you in the Senate 2013 to 2017, ranking members in this parliament. Totally. Clap for Senator Amayo. This member of parliament here is called Jalas. Jalas ni wale, unasikia, wale monojeuri. Yani, kijana ni form 1, lakini ujuaji ni ya form 3. So he's serving his first term, but munajua he's a global citizen. That one is known. Na yeye spirit yake, ako ODM, lakini hii ni ile ODM iko ndani ya serikali. Huyu jamaa alikuwa MCA. He's elected via Jubilee, na sio ya sufuria. Ni hii wini yetu, sufuria tumeachia Kioni peke yake. And I'm also, of course, elected via UDA, the majority party and the ruling government of the country. But what is more important is at the end of the day, hatuna nchi ya spare. We only have one country. Ile shida inasumbua mtu wa Lamu, ndio inasumbua mtu wa Gilgil, ndio inasumbua mtu wa Kajiado. Na shida haijui wewe ni wa mrengo gani. So we are preaching unity and have no doubt we are headed there and the takeoff is imminent. So thank you, honorable members. Asanteni sana. Na sitapitisha hapo. May God bless you. Asante sana.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, honorable members. of the Kenyan Parliament and also the Senate in Kenya. This evening we have graced our occasion, and we are thankful for your mission here in US and the work that you're doing. We are going to partner with you. Diaspora One Voice Consortium is going to partner with you. We are going to prepare a declaration of what this conference was able to achieve, and we will send to that parliament those declarations so that you can be able to pass those issues that affect the diaspora most. Thank you so much. So at this point, we want to turn now to invite a special friend here, Ambassador Thomas Quacker, Big Ted, so that he can be able to invite the other dignitaries that are here. Ambassador Quacker, as you know, he's mtu wetu wa grassroots. Ni mtu wetu wa Islando. Karibu.
Wewe kwani huko Monangi TV? Pigeni makofi pia bwana. Mimi nakuona kwa TV bwana. Siwezi vaa hivi alafu mpige makofi. Evelyn, piga makofi. Hapa usiku kuona ukipiga, simama upiga makofi. Very good, very good. Evelyn is my great friend. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them that you must have been a very beautiful baby. Professor Ndiangi, did you hear what I said? No, somebody help this professor, bwana. Professor, pay attention in class, bwana. I said you turn to the person next to you, you tell them you must have been a very beautiful baby. No, everybody has done it apart from you. You're not paying attention. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to focus just for a few minutes. Once you focus, then I'll begin. Najua moshene imeshika kwa mameza watu nini. But I also want to send a wave right now to anybody on their phone that your phone will crash. Yeah, put your phone on the table. Even if you hide, I can see you with your phone in your hand. Put your phone on the table. Heri wezi waingia hapa wachukue hizi masimu nyinyi. Put your phone on the table. All right. Technology. Technology is one of the best things that has happened to us. The phone. Can you imagine that the phone has over 10 other gadgets which were used before put in one? Over 10. I mean, there's a torch, there's a calculator, there is the phone itself, there is a radio you can stream. Instead of a computer, you can browse. What? A pager, you can page. You can scan. GPS, yes. Waluya radio. Can you imagine one gadget with all these things? I think it's very important that we appreciate the fact that the world is moving faster than we may even imagine. How many of you have interacted with ChatGPT and you understand what that is? How many don't know what ChatGPT is? Let me just see by a show of hands. No, it's nothing to be ashamed about. Just put up your hand and we shall use it just now. How many don't know what ChatGPT is? Ebu, tell that mzee there to get out of his phone. Wewe bwana, sikiza, mimi nilikusikiza ukiongea hapa bwana. How many don't know what ChatGPT is? Let me see by a show of hands. ChatGPT. You don't know? This is the future. It's the future now. The ability
for the app to be able to dictate your notes, send emails, choose the English or in any language that you want, transcribe a meeting, send minutes immediately you finish, and change your notes, scribbling it, predict what you want to write. The future. And for me, it is important for us to understand that our solutions cannot be solving problems of today. They need to solve the problems of the future. So even as a diaspora and as a people, as a Kenyan people, East African people, we need to look for solutions in the future. Think about it. 10 years from now, what shall Kenya need? What shall East Africa need? God will help most of you, you'll be alive, but you shall not be the ones on the stage. It shall be your children, your children's children. So anything that you think about, you need to think about 10 years, 20 years from now. That's futuristic. We need to be future ready. We need to insulate our children with the future. Sitting in the meetings to plan this, I was in a couple of Zoom calls, and I was the only guy without another title. Because everybody is doctor, professor, doctor, professor. When it came to me, I'm just a normal man, so I added witch doctor. Yo, that one they cannot compete with. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure. If any of you is ever on the west coast of America, please pass by the consulate. We serve tea and occasionally chapati, mandazi, and nyama choma. Yeah. Those ones you actually eat in your house. We serve tea. That's what I was saying. I was saying we serve tea. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to call my senior. He is the ambassador for Kenya in United States of America at the DC mission. And he'll make a couple of remarks, and then he shall invite to read the message from our PS for Diaspora, Madam Njogu. Balozi, karibu.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you very much, Ambassador Kwaka, for inviting me to make remarks. But let me begin by acknowledging Dr. Chiuri, the convener, together with the Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium, our chief guest for this evening, Mr. Bennett Harman, the Deputy Assistant USTR, that is the U.S. Trade Representative, my colleague, Ambassador Wanjoi, representing PS Diaspora, and I should have started even earlier, waheshimiwa wabunge ambao wako na sisi, and I must give them special thanks because yesterday they were here the whole afternoon. A dedicated session in which they engaged with you, and I found it very, very useful. I must take this opportunity really to thank them most sincerely. And they continued in the same spirit to join you again today and to stay with you until I can see it is almost what? Almost 9:30. I didn't want my friend, Mr. Bennett, to look at his watch because the program had said this session was to start at 6:30 under normal expectation. He thought he would have concluded by 8:30, but I told him it's Eastern time, but this is stretchable. So he told me to relax. He'll try to contain the situation. But I had an opportunity to make remarks yesterday. I would not want to tire you this evening. But for the sake of those that were not there yesterday, let me once again take this opportunity to congratulate and thank the Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium for this initiative that has brought us here together in a country in which Kenya enjoys warm, broad-based bilateral relations. For those that were there yesterday, it is a repetition, but it is important to mention in passing that we have good, multifaceted bilateral relations with the United States. So political relations are good. On the economic side, we equally have fruitful economic relations with the United States, but the potential is much greater than what we are having now. As I indicated yesterday, the U.S. has become our largest export destination, accounting for approximately 10% of our exports. But that is a small figure compared to which economy you're talking about. If you're talking about the U.S. economy of over 20 trillion, our bilateral trade worth 1.5 billion is negligible, significant, yes, but we can be able to improve on it. And that is why at government level, the executive level, discussions have been ongoing with the United States in promoting two-way trade and investment between our two countries. We are currently, as you're aware, engaging on commercial relations with the U.S. based on AGOA. And AGOA is a unilateral offer by the United States to sub-Saharan African countries to be able to export duty-free, quota-free, a large number of products to the United States. It had initially expired, but it was renewed. It is yet expected to expire in 2025, but negotiations are ongoing for renewal of AGOA because it is useful as a vehicle or a framework for our current relations with the U.S. Kenya, recognizing the need for continuity, decided in 2018 to engage with the U.S. after the establishment of bilateral strategic dialogue with the 5 pillars we talked about on our economic relations. Pillar number 1 of economic prosperity. We agreed that we should have continuity for investors, and so we started the negotiations for an FTA, but that was rearranged after the 2020 elections. And so last year, 2021, the current administration in the U.S. desirous also promoting commercial relations with Kenya, accepted that we should move forward and work towards establishment of strategic trade and investment partnership as a framework for commercial or trade relations with the U.S., whether AGOA is renewed or not. As an African country and in support of regional integration agenda for Africa, Kenya supports renewal of AGOA. The only thing we're asking that as we negotiate STIP, strategic trade and investment partnership, whatever agreement we come with under STIP should not make us to be should not be less favorable than what we are currently enjoying under AGOA. And so we are happy that 3 rounds of negotiations have been done. The last one was in Nairobi just last month, and our chief guest today and his colleague Connie and others, a large delegation, were in Nairobi, and they made significant strides. The next session, which is the 4th one, will be held here in the United States in July, and we are looking forward to having negotiations proceed to the next level. Kenyans are ambitious. We're indicating that if it were possible, we could have concluded it in December, but that is a dream if it comes true, so that next year we could have been dealing with the matters of implementation, or if we conclude, we should be able to submit the document to the members of parliament so that you could look at it, because ultimately it requires your endorsement. And so your engagement with us tonight, with the presence of the USTR's office, is significant in beginning to absorb and appreciate the significance of the STEP negotiations. But if I may add, what relevance has STEP say to the diaspora? We are currently looking at 11 chapters, and these 11 chapters include agriculture, anti-corruption, digital trade, environment and climate change action, good regulatory practices, micro, small, and medium enterprises, promoting workers' rights, and supporting participation of women, youth, diaspora, and others in trade. It is specific. The current negotiations under STEP recognizes the importance of the diaspora, and so Mr. Bennett and some of you here actually have been engaged by the USTR in the consultations regarding discussions on STEP. The other area is on standards collaboration, trade facilitation and customs procedure, and last but not least, domestic services. These are important for us. Take, for example, agriculture is significant, so that the agreements that are made between Kenya and the United States could facilitate export of agricultural products to the United States, including even the aspect on standards, so that as you export to the American market, you know what standards they expect of even the produce. If, say, it is residues, chemical residues, if there are chemicals to be used, there's a percentage that you should not be able to pass. All these negotiations are ongoing, or even SPSs, the sanitary and phytosanitary issues that are involved in the export. It is important that we have these discussions so that we can increase the volume of trade, the value of trade, and the basket of trade that we have with us and the United States. I'd earlier on thought I'll not take the mic for long because this was 9, but I thought it was important that we make you become more aware of the significance of who even the chief guest of honor is tonight. That is an agenda that is important to us and is part of our trade relations. When it comes to the role of the diaspora, let me not overplay it, because we have had this topic discussed. His Excellency the President had a session with you in December here in DC. We have had several meetings on the diaspora. The government, the executive itself, has established, as Honorable Wanjira indicated, commitment to have a state department that specifically deals with the diaspora. And Parliament has responded positively by also establishing a committee to deal with the matters diaspora. Let me not try to convert those that are taking part in Holy Communion, or let me not preach to the choir. And so to say that the diaspora and the legislature and the executive all agree on the importance of engaging the Kenyan diaspora in our national development agenda. We need the diaspora beyond remittances. We need them for investments in Kenya. We need you as first-line ambassadors, even for promotion of tourism and for attracting investors from the United States into Kenya. And also, as Mheshimiwa Jalango was talking about, it is a two-way trade and a two-way investment. Kenyans also have opportunity to invest here. The American government, as Mr. Bennett will tell you, is also keen in promoting that trade between Kenya and the US, and Africa for that matter. So when you look at programs under Prosper Africa or under USAID, there are facilities that are available. Even if you get the one on Prosper Africa or even on USAID, that even assist in feasibility studies to allow some of our farms get access And it is important for those of you who happen to be both Kenyan and also American. Maybe we'll look at it another day. Please take an opportunity, go through the website of Prosper Africa or USAID and see for yourself as a diasporian who is Kenyan and American, the credit facilities available, concessional loans that are available to you would help you to invest here or invest in Africa too, just like if you take here Waheshimiwa, we have a Kenyan who has invested in a restaurant chain here. There's one unit in Maryland, another one in DC. He also opened another one in New Jersey. Kenyan. But it's not, the clientele are not only Kenyan. You have people from all over the world. It's actually food diplomacy. As a result, they go there, it is a Kenyan joint, they get to know more about us. Would like you to continue helping us market Kenya as an investment destination. I was proud yesterday to receive a book by one of our own here, Professor Wakiri Wamara, who has published a book. And the book is Doing Business in Kenya, Opportunities and Challenges. In fact, Professor is around. All right. What here? The lights are preventing me from seeing her, but I think you can see her here. She has done a book which is like a guide on doing business in Kenya, and I thank her and congratulate her. Waheshimiwa, we have talents, great talents in the diaspora. Great talents that the evening will not allow us to name all, but we are proud of our diaspora because even as embassies or consulates, the diaspora is our first line, even if there's a challenge or a problem involving a Kenyan. The first people to respond, to contact, to engage with them are the diaspora. And so, let me reserve that for another day and thank you more. But last but not least, why Kenya? We have had several meetings by several apex chambers of commerce and industry in this country. Last week we had one in New York which was initiated by the Americans. A roadshow on why Kenya or why Africa. Kenya, beyond the strategic location, political stability, macroeconomic stability, logistics hub, commercial hub, financial hub, all those is a music that would like you to help us play. Hata kama tuko na makosa kidogo za nyingine, usiendelee sana kueneza hiyo upande moja tu. Like jinsi nilivyokuwa nasema jana, hata ukisoma Biblia, jaribu kusoma hizo vitabu 66 books. Usisomea tu kitabu kimoja tu, kitabu kinachoitwa Lamentations. There are very many good things about Kenya. Even politically, the kind of press freedom we have, freedom of association, freedom of expression, and the way you can see our honorable members of parliament here, from the opposition, but they can disagree in principle, but they still relate at personal level in a humane, dignified manner. That is Kenya. And so, for me, once again, let me thank you, the organizers and the diaspora, for bringing us together. And let me specifically mention, I said yesterday, but I didn't mention, the support the government, the executive received from the diaspora in the initiative following the presidential directive to make services get much closer to the diaspora wherever they are. PS Njogu of diaspora and PS Dr. Bitok of immigration, in collaboration with the embassy and the consulates, went on the program of reaching out to the diaspora where they are to issue or process passports and IDs. The volunteers facilitated by Global Diaspora Consortium the two sets of groups. The group in Seattle moved from Seattle, the diaspora groups and volunteers in Seattle, the groups in Minnesota. From Minnesota, they moved to Iowa, Des Moines. From Iowa, they went to Kansas. From Kansas, they went to Phoenix, Arizona. From Arizona, they went to Dallas. Ngoja hiyo ni group moja. Hiyo group ya first group. The second group started from Chicago, then went to Columbus, Ohio. From Columbus, Ohio, they went to Atlanta, Georgia, and finished with Dallas, Texas. Kenyans were great. They sacrificed to assist their own. All we're asking our members of parliament is, that was just one round. They didn't even go to Boston. Would request honorable members of parliament that should an agenda come from Ministry of Foreign Affairs or Immigration in seeking your support for mobile consular outreach programs in the United States, please support it because of one simple reason. Apart from being the largest, even in terms of remittances, in terms of skills, in terms of tourism, we are also unique in the sense that if you take Kenya, Kenya is bigger than France, and the UK is almost half the size of Kenya geographically, right? But here, Kenya is almost the size of Texas. Texas is slightly bigger than Kenya. Right? So Kenya is 17 times smaller. US is 17 times bigger than Kenya. So when you give an allocation for an ambassador in the US, a similar one with a country where you can drive from one end and within 5 hours you've reached the end, it becomes a challenge. The US is big, requires special attention to be able to serve the diaspora. Na waheshimiwa, at the end of the day, decision uamuzi ni wabunge, so we hope the diaspora can count on your support in response to what the ministries will be requesting to make it possible for us to deliver services to the Kenyans at their earliest convenience. I would have gone on and on, lakini let me stop here. The waheshimiwa, even during the introduction, mentioned many of the silent features that would have wanted to talk about. Let us count on their support, and let us continue to have you, our diaspora, as our first line response team in promoting Kenyan agenda. Last but not least, tuko na wabunge kutoka Kenya. Kwa nini hatuna wabunge kwa Congress kutoka Kenya? Nilipokuwa huko UK kama balozi, tulikuwa na makanselas ambao ni wa Kenya, na tulikuwa na compete na Nigeria. Nigeria tayari walikuwa na wabunge na kanselas wengi na wengi sana. Sisi pia, iko shida gani? You will not be elected, ni kuwa na mpango. You will not be elected by votes ya Wakenya peke yake. You must blend with the community. You must be active in registration, in supporting others. Na parties are there. Here at least you have only 2 main parties. Our desire would be next time our bunge come back here and say 5-10 years time, we should have, even if kama tuko na wabunge wawili watatu of Kenyan origin. You need food for thought. It makes a lot of difference for countries that have their own in such situations. Lakini shida ni moja. Wanasema hata kujiandikisha kuwa a voter ni shida. Na hata mkijiandikisha kutoka nje kwenda kupiga kura Marekani hapa pia ni shida. Hiyo ndio naomba viongozi wa diaspora. Even the local representatives would respect you more if they know you have the votes and you can vote for them. When you voted for them, you have a voice. When there's an issue regarding the diaspora or ourselves as Kenyans, you are the bridge that we can be able to use. That maybe we can have a conversation another day. With those many remarks, ili wasiseme nataka kurudi, mimi niliacha siasa zamani, nilikuwa, Mheshimiwa Sunkuli wapi? Yeah. Huyo tulikuwa naye kwa hiyo ya. Huyo kwa 6th parliament na 7th parliament, hiyo ni zamani sana. So may I take this opportunity, after thanking you most sincerely, to kindly invite Ambassador Wanjohi, Anne Wanjohi, the Director Culture, Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, to come and deliver the statement of PS Njogu, who has taken the responsibility and is moving with speed to manage matters diaspora. You saw her even last week, even when we were doing, she was active in evacuations of Kenyans that are held in Sudan. She would have wanted to come herself, but because of engagements in East Africa, she's not able to do so. But rightfully, we have Ambassador Anne Wanjohi to deliver the message from PS Njogu. Karibu sana balozi. Thank you.
Our guest speaker, Bennett Harman, Assistant Deputy United States Trade Representative, His Excellency Ambassador Lazarus Amayo, my senior, Kenya U.S. Envoy in Washington, D.C., Ambassador Kwaka, my colleague, Honorable Martha Wangare, Head of the Kenyan MP's delegation, MP of Gilgil, Senator Kamau, Lamu County, Senator Stewart, Kilifi County, Dr. Robert Sherry, founder and president of Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium, representatives from the counties, OVC moderators, panelists, leadership of OVC, vendors, sponsors, diaspora community, and the friends of diaspora, good evening. Hamjambo wa Kenya? Hamjambo tena? Nachukua fursa hii kuwasalimia salamu za nyumbani, and before I read the great statement from our PS diaspora, I need to speak from my heart. So let me leave the podium a bit so that the heart can freely express itself, because it gives me a lot of pleasure. I've been here since the start of the EXPO, and I've learned so much. So receive greetings, warm greetings from our PS, State Department of Diaspora. She would have loved very much to be here, but because of constraint and work-related issues, and especially the evacuation of the Sudanese, she could not come. And she sent me, and I hope you have received. They are still warm. Receive them, because she has that great passion for the diaspora. And knowing that State Department of Diaspora is a young baby, in fact, a young baby that has been born in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you are the parents, to put it like that, that you are the ones that she is depending on to put up the State Department of Diaspora. And I can confirm that she has a lot of hope. And thank you so much, President and the OVC, for how you have embraced to support her. So this is a great testimony, and I'll put a very good word of what I have seen. I kept sending videos to her to make it real, to see how it is going. So know that her way of leadership is an open door policy, and she will receive all that you need, all the support. So, but I think it's together with her and yourselves that we are going to work together and for the support. So I wouldn't start the statement, I wouldn't read the statement without first saying what it is that I do. I'm the Director Cultural Diplomacy in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora. And what we mainly do is taking culture and using it as a soft power and a very strong, powerful tool in international diplomacy. And you would ask, what does it do? Because culture is the window to the soul of a nation. Which nation? Our country, Kenya. The window to the soul of a nation is its culture and its diversity. So then you'd ask yourself, so what are your mandates? What do we do? So we create a positive image of our country, our beloved country, Kenya. We also promote the rich cultural diversity and heritage. 3, we also promote global intercultural discussion or dialogues and exchanges and partnerships. 4, we also promote arts and sports diplomacy, where we recognize the artists and the sportsmen and women of our country. 5th, to the interest of our parliamentarians who are here, we promote Kiswahili as a continental and global language. Nimeheshimika sana kukutana na wabunge, na wakati mnatumia Kiswahili, sisi katika Wizara ya Kigeni tunajua tuna washikadau ambao wanatushikilia kuoneza hoja za Kiswahili. I remember last year I was here in Washington in October for a conference in Howard University. And I was given, nilipewa tuzo. Ni vizuri kuongea Kiswahili, vile mnachanganya kule bunge, ndivyo tunajifunza pia. Kwa hivyo nilipata tuzo ambalo napanga kuleta huko bunge kwa sababu mmetambulikana kuwa mnatumia Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo mkiendelea hivyo, thank you my sister, mother, kwamba mtaendelea kupitisha hoja zenu. Asante mheshimiwa, kupitisha hoja zenu kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo, kwa hayo machache, wacha niendelee niseme ni asanti kuona wabunge, na nitapeleka ujumbe wenu kwa katibu mkuu, na tuendelee kushirikiana na kukuza diaspora yetu. Kwa hivyo, I want to appreciate each one of you here that you have come, and we know that our identity is not in our challenges as Kenyans. We will not be identified by the challenges that we have, or the maandamano that you hear, that we have, or the challenges of the prices of unga. No, we will be identified by the rich cultural diversity that exists in our country. So I want to say that Kenya is a great country. And you being here, you are our representative, you are our ambassador. So coming together like this, I am motivated to remember the saying that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. And I'm happy that this is the greatest, you are portraying that you are going to go very far. So without much ado, let me now read the great statement from our PS, and I know that this is the beginning of great things, and I'm sure, because she has come here twice since her inception in office. She has visited the US twice. That shows her passion and her love for the diaspora in the US. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the compelling links of Kenyan diaspora in the US to opportunities in Kenya and East Africa is the growing economy and business environment in the region. Over the past decade, East Africa has experienced significant economic growth, with Kenya being a major player in the region's economic development. Kenya has a strategic location, a large and growing middle class, and a strong entrepreneur culture, making it an attractive destination for investment and business opportunities. The Kenyan diaspora in the US can leverage these skills, expertise, and resources to take advantage of the growing economic opportunities in Kenya and East Africa. They can play a significant role in driving the growth of various industries, including technology, finance, healthcare, real estate, and renewable energy, among others. Moreover, the Kenyan government has implemented policies and initiatives to encourage foreign investments, to ease the process of doing business in the country. The government has also launched programs such as the Diaspora Investment Club and the Kenyan Diaspora Alliance to provide a platform for the diaspora to invest in Kenya and contribute to the country's development. Therefore, linking the Kenyan diaspora in the US to opportunities in East Africa presents a win-win situation, as it provides a chance for the diaspora to connect with its roots, contribute to the development of their home country, and benefit from the growing economic opportunities in the region. The Kenya diaspora in the US presents a valuable resource that can be tapped to promote economic development and opportunities in Kenya and East Africa as a whole. One way to achieve this is by building a stronger link between the Kenyan diaspora in the US and opportunities in East Africa, particularly Kenya. By leveraging the expertise, resources, and networks in the Kenyan diaspora in the US, Kenya can attract investments, knowledge, and skills that can spur economic growth and development. For instance, Kenyan entrepreneurs in the US can bring innovative ideas and business models that can be adapted to the local market in Kenya, while investors in the US can provide capital to start or expand businesses in Kenya. Additionally, the Kenyan diaspora in the US can also act as a bridge between East Africa and the US markets, facilitating trade, investment flows between the two regions. This can be achieved through various channels, such as export promotion, market research, and business matchmaking. Overall, linking the Kenyan diaspora to the US to opportunities in East Africa can be also for both sides, as it can help to create jobs, stimulate economic growth, and foster closer ties between the two regions. Thank you, and God bless you.
Asante sana Balozi Wanjoi for presentation of the remarks by PS Njogu. It's now my honor and privilege to invite the chief guest, lakini kabla ya hiyo, when national anthems were played, ilipofika wakati wa Kenya tuliimba vizuri sana. ya diaspora pia, lakini wa nchi hii sijui kama mlisahau baada ya kupata citizenship ama nini. Next time kama tuko na sherehe, jaribu tafadhali, tujaribu ili with a light touch. Na ya Kenya pia tafadhali mjaribu kwa Kiswahili pia, kwa sababu in most cases tukiimba stanza ya kwanza ni mzuri sana. Ikifika stanza ya pili na ya tatu ni shida kidogo. Jaribu ili kesho mtoto wako pia, if you can't sing it, it will be difficult also for the younger ones to do. Hiyo ni kuomba tu. Tafadhali. My friend Mr. Bennett Harman, can you please kindly come to the podium? Mr. Harman has great experience, over 2 decades on matters trade policy, foreign trade law, from the White House, the State Department, to the Department of Commerce, and even with the USTR's office. And so he is the Deputy Assistant USTR for Africa, and one that is very pertinent about promotion of the discussions to conclude the steep negotiations between Kenya and the United States. Mr. Harman, please. And in advance, sorry for taking too much of your time, but also kind that you told me to relax, that you'll take your time and absorb it all from the stretchable time that we had this evening. Please, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. It's a great honor to be with you this evening. It's such a distinguished group. Ambassador Amayo, the other ambassadors, members of parliament, the senators, county representatives, all protocols observed. It's truly an honor to be with you, and in particular to connect with the diaspora community. Throughout history, trade has forged linkages between countries and cultures, and the diaspora group that you represent embodies those human ties between the United States and Africa, for which trade is an important part of that connective tissue that binds us. We're meeting at an important time in U.S.-Africa relations. You'll recall that last December, President Biden hosted a U.S.-Africa Leader Summit here in the District of Columbia. And the meeting showcased and reinforced our close ties with the continent. It lifted up how African nations continue to increase their competitiveness and integration into global supply chains through improved national level business climates, and showed how we can partner to build a more resilient, sustainable, and inclusive future. Now, we've recognized that with the physical size greater than the United States, China, and Europe combined, and a very large and fast-growing population, Africa is transitioning into the world's largest market with the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, Free Trade Area. And in fact, during the summit that I referenced, U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai signed a memorandum of understanding with AFCFTA Secretary General Bennett to frame U.S. support for and cooperation on the implementation of that agreement. She also hosted a meeting with the trade ministers from sub-Saharan African countries to discuss the African Growth and Opportunity Act that Ambassador Amayo referred to, also known as AGOA. It's the program legislated by Congress that provides duty-free treatment for almost all imports from sub-Saharan African beneficiary countries. The AGOA Ministerial provided a valuable opportunity to hear from the ministers regarding what has worked with respect to the program and what perhaps could be done better going forward. Since the year 2000, the AGOA program has been at the core of the U.S. trade relationship with sub-Saharan Africa, and it continues to be an important opportunity for exporters from the continent. At It's helping to attract investment from the business community and to help micro, small, and women-owned businesses find new markets for their products and successfully compete in both the U.S. market and, by gaining that scale, the global economy. Since AGOA came into effect, it has helped create hundreds of thousands of jobs in Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, Rwanda, Lesotho, and many other countries on the continent. And it's done so across a broad range of products, such as apparel, home goods, cut flowers, cashews, coffee, and cocoa products. The criteria for maintaining eligibility for AGOA have served to promote democratic governance and respect for human rights and worker rights. In administering the program, successive U.S. administrations have both removed countries from and restored them to the program in accordance with the eligibility criteria. As Ambassador Amayo referred to, the program is scheduled to expire in 2025. The decision on whether and or how to renew it is up to Congress ultimately, but we at USTR are engaging with Congress as well as with stakeholders on the question of what a next iteration of AGOA should look like. And among those stakeholders are members of the African diaspora, as we want your voice to be heard. Meanwhile, AGOA is not the only tool in the trade toolbox to strengthen U.S.-Africa economic ties and to build our vision for an inclusive, sustainable trade policy between us. Last July, as was referenced, the government of Kenya and the United States launched the U.S.-Kenya Strategic Trade and Investment Partnership, which goes by the acronym, the STIP. Now, this is not the same trade negotiation that was launched under the previous U.S. administration. When Ambassador Tai became the trade representative, she called for a reassessment of the approach, not just with Kenya, but the overall assessment of reorientation of U.S. trade policy. She wanted not only to ensure that any agreement with Kenya would increase investment in Kenya, but also that it would promote sustainable and inclusive economic growth, benefit workers, consumers, and businesses, and support African regional economic integration. Now, she and her Kenyan counterpart, Betty Maina at the time, worked through identifying the initial set of issues to be addressed under the initiative, which led to that July 2022 joint statement announcing the STIP. Prior to that, there was a delegation that actually went out to Lake Naivasha to have consultations and ensure that there was a sound foundation for launching the negotiation, and came back and reported that there was indeed. And that led to the announcement. But then in September, of course, then there was an election in Kenya, so another slight delay. But Ambassador Tai led the U.S. presidential delegation to the inauguration of President Ruto and had an opportunity to meet with him that day. And he confirmed his government's strong interest in continuing to pursue the STIP initiative, as has Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria. Since then, we've held 2 subsequent rounds of meetings between our negotiators. It was February, there was one in D.C., and those of a conceptual nature. And then with text on the table in 4 of the areas, we had a meeting just a couple weeks ago in Nairobi with over 30 U.S. officials traveling and 3 congressional staffers. And those rounds both were very substantive and made good progress. I want to lift up something that Ambassador Amayo mentioned when he listed off the topics that are part of the STIP, because it is very impressive. They're extremely broad-ranging, from agriculture to anti-corruption, customs, digital trade, environment, workers' rights, services regulation, standards cooperation. That's a pretty broad agenda. The U.S., it's basically at the state-of-the-art of U.S. trade policy. The U.S. is only currently pursuing such an ambitious, broad-reaching trade agreement currently with Taiwan and a group of countries in the Indo-Pacific. But what that means is that Kenya has stood out from the group. It has distinguished itself in its willingness to pursue this deeper trade engagement. We do see this as just the beginning, though. We hope that we can reach an outcome that serves as a model for other countries in sub-Saharan Africa as we build out a trade policy that continues to support greater African economic integration. So, as you can see, we have a lot of work ahead of us, but it is good work that seeks deeper U.S.-Africa trade and investment ties and benefits that are widely shared, development that is sustainable, and supply chains that are resilient in a changing, uncertain world. As members of the African diaspora community, you are important players in that journey. We welcome your interest and support, and I thank you.
Thank you very much. Uzuri wa hawa watu ni hawana mengi na madogo ya kusema. Akimaliza, amemaliza. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another program which we want to go into. Professor Daktari, please approach. I think we can do this one in the fastest way possible. We also have entertainment which needs to go on. It is 10:12. I think we can do this in 30 minutes because some people want to go. Wandakwenda kumaliza ukabila hapa DC. Sindio Jalango? Okay. He will just go. Do this. Then we can take nini? Hii inakuja kutoka kidogo. Inakuja baadaye. Hiyo kidogo. Yes. Yeah, no, the other one's doing it. Okay. So that's it.
Hamjambo. Good evening. Yes, we come to a very special time which I can actually go on and on about it, but I will not because of the sake of time. But this is a moment we have special recognitions. And when you think about what you have just witnessed in the last 2-3 days, you realize that this is probably one of the most difficult things to say, to see go out any one of our people, because so many people, so many Kenyans, so many East Africans are doing great things. It's amazing. And if we are going to be fair, we can give everybody an award. But that is not possible. For that reason, I don't know whether my brother Bennett, is it possible to put a PowerPoint there or something like that so that we see? So anyway, we have selected a number of awards, and what we did was try to get an organization, whether it is in the diaspora, all at home, which represents best practice. And as you realize, we have to really be careful that we don't recognize Wakola, that we don't do anything that would hurt our organization, and we did the best that we could. So we got a total of about 12 awards in different categories, and I am getting to that in a minute, but I wanted that good, very good. The top one completely, yes, that's right. Oh, not that one. Hiyo ni mambo ya Nyeri. The one most recent. The one most awards. May 6 awards here today at 6:48 or something like that. Wait, goja. Final next. Final here. Wait. Sawa. Let's start there. All right, we tried. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the Diaspora One Voice Consortium GALA Achievement Awards, May 6, 2023, in Washington, District of Columbia. And if you go to the second slide, please, if you can put it on a slideshow, please. So what we did was look at what we call best practices, innovativeness of any organization or individual,
the impact it has had to communities, both at home and in the diaspora. And I've got a number of people to help me, and this is the way we're going to do it. I've got the people to present the award to come here, make the announcement about the award, and then we have requested Mheshimiwa Mother Wangari to have in each award one Mheshimiwa to stand here with the award. And when that Mheshimiwa is called, kama niwe Jalango, unakuja unasimama kama askari kobo na award yako hapa, and then you give it when the name is called out. Wangari tuko pamoja, Mheshimiwa? Haya, asante. So, Lydian and my team, are we guys ready? Without any further ado, let the drums roll, let the game begin. The first award will be given by none other than Lydian Ogaki. Please clap for Lydian Ogaki. Let's get the first one. Lydian. Yeah. Next. Oh, sorry. Next slide.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It has come that it's called the right moment. So you missed the day, you do not want to miss this. Now, we have the best category that is for the fintech and digital economy, and we have the runner-up. I'll start with the best category. Migrants, minorities, and the undeserved communities often struggle to access banking services, hindering their ability to build the wealth and to achieve financial stability. It's a mobile banking. It's an online banking. And to achieve financial stability, they've created an app. It offers accessibility. It's affordable, easy to use, and it services that promotes the economic empowerment for the unbanked, underbanked, and those overlooked by traditional banking system. It provides the USA banking account, features including the ACH and the banking transfers, physical and virtual debit cards, and instant payments. It also offers international money transfer, services to over 100 plus countries, allowing for quick and convenient transfers to bank accounts and mobile bank wallets. It is the ideal mobile banking and money transfer app for the minorities, of which comprises the many in the room right here. It also for the underserved and communities in the United States. That is our runner-up. That is the best category. Going to the runner-up. Once a big brother remains a brother. It's always finance. And as the largest financial institution based in the United States, serving people all over the world, or you can call it globally, it's an organization that has many numbers than you can imagine, to have those numbers centered in one area, channeling money back to our country. It has many projects, properties, and it is excelling in real estate, both back home, mostly back home. And that is our runner-up. And now, for the best category, the winner goes. Are you guys excited? Waiting? I can't hear people breathing. Wacha tupige makofi before I say the name. I need the fire in here. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, that is good. And the winner goes to... I can't breathe. Wire Neo Bank. Where is my friend? Where are you? Dr. Washira, welcome to the podium. The runner-up? Yes.
Very bright. Yeah. Very bright.
Thank you. You want to say hi? Yeah.
I can do that real quickly. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing fine. That was quite a surprise. Let me just quickly thank the organizers for this opportunity and say, as I reflect on my journey, I cannot help but acknowledge the giants who have paved the way for me. If I have reached far, it is because I have stood on the shoulders of giants who saw far. These giants reminded me of the profound impact we can have on others when we create opportunities for them. We can change the course of lives and ultimately build a better society for all. That's how I was born. You see, helping create change for those around you is easy, or appears easy, when you have walked in another's shoes. It is easier to understand where the shoe pinches. As a Kenyan immigrant, this carries profound consideration. If you have a bank account, you might take it for granted, and it's easy to forget that millions of people don't have access to any kind of services. I didn't have to picture it, and neither did my parents when they were continuously denied a mortgage in this country. This experience taught me the importance of financial inclusion and fueled my passion for creating change. I know wholeheartedly that many of you in this room have encountered similar challenges, and we now exist to provide a safe community for others to build their financial lives. In conclusion, a decade ago on the eve of my doctoral dissertation, my father wrote me a note and he said, "My son, success is great, but significance is even greater. It is more lasting. You have achieved a great measure of success in your life. Congratulations. What you now need is to find something bigger, something greater. You need to be significant. This happens when you discover where your deepest passions intersect with your greatest abilities. Get there and harness them to help change those around you. That blessing you now hold is not about you, it's about others. Realizing that simple fact is the beginning of being significant. So my call to you is, let us be significant. Nani angefikiria ati kwamba Mokorino angekuja Amerika na kisha kufanya kazi World Bank, zaidi ya hayo kwamba angefungua benki yake mwenyewe. God is marvelous and great things when you allow him to use you as a tool. We look forward to working in our community to contribute towards your well-being for you affected by disproportionate access to financial services. I close and I invite you to join us in these efforts. For alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. My runner-up is for the USA diaspora, and that is Mr. Ruff. I do not wish to butcher your name, so brother, walk this way. Honorable Sunkuli, where is my big brother? Give us the... names. Okay. Memusi, Honorable Memusi. Oh, there you go. Give me the runner-up. Give me the runner-up. Come on. There you go. Listen. Thank you, Dr. Jody. Thank you. Prepare that. Give me that.
Am I allowed to say something?
Just say thank you, and that is it.
Yeah. My brother has said a lot, actually. I think he's taken all the word that I needed to say. But honestly, this is really an honor. We've done this work for 13 years now. And I think I'm very proud of the team that I've led through the years. Being a founder of the organization and sitting in the executive team for 13 years is not a small feat. We have never lost anybody's coin. And the members of parliament present in here just know we have handled business worth more than 1 billion Kenya shillings over the period in terms of savings and investments in Kenya. So I thank you. I can't forget my colleague. He's been one of my team members, Chege. Thank you so very much. There's also Attorney Opande. Opande, where are you? The tallest guy in the room, please come. Now, Opande has been the guy in charge of the team that normally ensures that the board performs its work for the period that we've been in existence. So I thank you again. Oh, I see. Yeah, so in yet. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations. For the sake of time, and I've been told by 10 people. Okay, so we are only going to give the award. We are going to announce this award is given because of this reason. And the winner is this, and the speeches can be given tomorrow. Sawa, so that we get this going and out of the way. Sure, tumesikia. Yes. Just call, getting the award, and then that's it.
The next category, I'm just going to read the winner straight because of time. We have agribusiness and blue economy. The best category in agribusiness and blue economy, the award goes to Farmers Network App. I'm told Dr. Shuri you will receive the award on their behalf, and I call upon Honorable Captain Wida to come forward and give the award. Thank you. Thank you. The run-up best category in agribusiness and blue economy goes to Proximity Point Ushindi Agri-Cambers. Proximity Point, Professor Nchenga will receive the award. Yes, Honorable Wangari is. Thank you so much. Thank you and congratulations.
So who's next? Women leadership. Priscilla. Miss Priscilla. Yeah.
The women in?
Okay. So we don't announce.
Women in leadership.
But you know, I actually thought it doesn't have to be done by MPs alone. We can diversify.
I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Excuse me, let's just get this out of the way. Yeah, she knows.
And they're supposed to.
Good evening. The next award is Women in Entrepreneurship. This award is given to a woman who, through her personal and professional life, has demonstrated innovativeness that has moved our society forward. The committee was moved by this woman, and the winner of the award is Moby Baskin. Senator Stewart is to give the award.
Okay. And who's presenting?
Stewart. No, not Senator Stewart. Oh, you give Senator Stewart now to give to the Speaker. Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah, you would.
So, and Njogu.
And we're joined. Okay. And then I'll accompany her as the ambassador.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Such great honor to be here. I want to thank the establishment of this hotel for creating a podium that I can be seen from my chest up. Usually, it's only my head that shows up. So I want to give my gratitude to Hilton. And then, of course, it's a great honor to call upon on this Leadership and Governance Award. For those who haven't gotten it this year, please pull up your socks and make sure you can get it next year. We have the runners-up for this award, and this award is given to those who have demonstrated leadership in the communities, the governments, or the counties where they lead. We have the runners-up as His Excellency Honorable Speaker of the Senate Assembly, the Honorable Amason Kingi Jaffa, and He is the immediate former governor of Kilifi County, to give the award. No. Amason Kingi was not? Yes, that's what I was saying. He is the one who was the runners-up. I want you to go give it to him because now you are the senator of the county. But the runners-up was His Excellency Amason Kingi. And do we have... Yes. I'm mixing them up. I'm sorry. My sincere apologies. This is why, protocol is important. All right. We have the award for Mr. Kingi. Amason Kingi. The runners-up award. Yes. Oh, okay. Very, very well. And so, Mr. Njogu, you the next one? Okay. Oh, very good. May I have Ambassador Wanjoy to come and present this, because I feel that this is I'm a mere mortal when it comes to presenting this. And so this is the runner-up given to wait, you have it wrong. It's a mistake. Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry. It is for Amason Kingi. Don't worry about this. It's a more mistake. My senior says he's not going to accept it because it's not the right. So this is all the Honorable Stewart Mazayo is receiving on behalf of the Honorable Amason Kingi. And so here to receive is the Honorable Stewart Mazayo, who is the senator from Kilifi County.
I only want to say that all the facts are true, and I want to disclose it here that I'm not impersonating.
Absolutely not. Thank you very much. The Honorable, yes, the Honorable Stewart Mazayo will deliver it once it's been corrected. And then the winner of that category is His Excellency the Governor of Nyeri County, the Honorable Mutahi Kahiga. He's getting this award for his exemplary work that he has done in working for his staff, as well as working to eliminate corruption in his government, as well as working to expand services to his people, including reaching out to the diaspora, the Nyeri diaspora, to come and invest back in Nyeri County. And to receive the award on his behalf is Professor Njogu, who has been appointed as the honorary ambassador of Nyeri County. Yes, can I have, where's the award? For Nyeri County, for Honorable Kahiga, okay. All right. All right. Who is going to deliver it? Anwanjoy. The recipient specifically says you must be the one to deliver it. In other words, oh, she's from Nyeri. Oh, okay. It sounds like it's a home affair here going on. Ah, fantastic. Yes. To present is the Honorable Anwanjoy. Fantastic. All right. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much. For those who didn't get any honors, please don't go home and sleep. Continue working hard. One day you may be up here as well. Thank you very much.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, good evening, everybody. You all can hear me? Changamkeni kidogo basi. Haya. So it's the Global Diaspora One Voice Consortium, Best Category Leadership. Council Mayor Elizabeth Kangede. I understand she's on absentia, so I'm calling upon Dr. Shuri to come and receive this award for her. Councillor Mayor Elizabeth Kangede, Best Category Leadership. Okay, thank you.
Good evening. The International Empowerment Agency Award is given to an organization that has contributed significantly to the advancement of diasporans and people at home. For this award, we have a runner-up, we have an overall winner and a runner-up. One Voice Consortium's International Empowerment Award winner is the World Bank. Dr. Shuri.
Okay. All right, next.
The runner-up of the International Empowerment Agency Award is Minnesota Africans United.
Thank you. This award is for Minnesota African United, and this award is being given here to Mr. Basil Ajuo of Minnesota African United. Thank you so much, Basil, for the work that you do. You know, you never know, but we watch how you do. You go all over Africa, doing trade missions, representing diaspora in the West Africa, in Ghana, in Nigeria, Cameroon, DRC, going to Kenya, Tanzania. We follow all that, and we thank you for what you do. You want to say something?
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's Basil Ajuo.
Hi everyone, the next award goes to for the best practice, innovation and impact to the diaspora community. And we are going to give it to Diaspora Care. Diaspora Care is a health care platform connecting African diaspora in pharmacies and clinicians. If the diasporans please step forward, and I'll be asking the person giving award to come forward. the member of parliament, the governor, the senator for Girigia. Do we have the diaspora care here? Okay, it is your chance.
Thank you. Next, Alex. No.
Hello, 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 hello. This is the best time of this program. And despite all the pressure, I have something to say about who I'm just about to give to. I know there is no time for speeches. But how many people know Kenya is the most beautiful country in the world? How many people know Kenya is also the most romantic place in the world? And I'll say this, tourism. I'll tell you why. Kenya share the same ecosystem with Tanzania. So the world based in Tanzania come to Kenya for honeymoon, they get pregnant and go back to Tanzania. That's why the OVC has recognized the tourism and hospitality, and we have the winners, who is none other than Kenya Tourism Board. Anne Njogu would have received. Is she gone? Okay, she will deliver that to. So I'll call Senator Kamau. Senator Kamau, you're from the coast, and you want to give this this award to Ambassador on behalf. On behalf of Kenya Tourism Board, and despite all the caveat that sometimes we get from Kenya, ati msitembee sababu kuna vita, Kenya Tourism Board still does market Kenya. And maybe I should have said this when the ambassador was still here. The Americans should relax all those rules. God bless you. Come on in, mommy.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to ask the President, Mr. Washuri, Dr. Washuri, if you'd come and present this award, because it is a diaspora award. Before I call everyone, I want to say I came here because Prof asked me to come. I didn't question. He said, just come, just come. So I left Texas and came, and I have to say, this has been incredible and most amazing networking event. And so thank you to the visionary, Mr. Washuri, and for everybody and the team that organized this, thank you. This has been incredible. I'm here to present the award for best practices, innovativeness, and impact in diaspora community in real estate. And the runners-up, I'll read a little bit about him in 1 minute. I know, Prof, I will be 1 minute, trust me. Okay, so this man, he's a loving husband and father. He's a founder of AMG Realtors Limited. AMG is a premier real estate company in Kenya that is dedicated to providing exceptional services with integrity and looking in integrity in buying land. And one thing about this company, 70% of their customers come from diaspora. That's the kind of job they're doing. We trust them. Please, I want you to applaud because awards are important, okay? Please applaud as we recognize Mr. Andrew Muthe Getao. Yeah, give it back. Congratulations. Please stay, please stay. No, please stay, please stay. All right, and now to the winner. I'll read a little bit about him. He's a born-again Christian, real estate entrepreneur, philanthropist, motivational speaker,
mentor, and a published author. He was born and grew up in Kenyan, Nyeri. I'm telling you, Central Nyeri County, we are doing it, y'all. We're doing it. Starting in humble beginnings, but he has grown to be a titan in real estate development space. You have heard, I am sure, Octaven Real Estate is a trailblazing African real estate brand whose main vision is to empower property investors and transform societies. Please join me in congratulating Mr. George Washiori. Congratulations. All right.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Can you take this one?
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I have the greatest honor, and I need you to be quiet, everyone, because this is a great opportunity for us. I'm going to announce creative economy, culture, and media, and I'm going to ask Ambassador Wanjoy to come up to present these gifts, these awards. One of the things we know that connects us with the world is the language, and we have a new initiative that is developing our Swahili culture, making sure that our young people get it. And so this runners-up award goes to Kevin Machine for the Swahili Culture Institute. And I'm going to ask Robert Chiuri, Dr. Chiuri, to come up and receive for Kevin. He's not here today. We'll give it to, yeah, it's not here. He was here, but he left. Okay. So we'll give it to Dr. Chiuri, come up and receive this for Kevin. Okay.
The president,
yes.
Founder.
Yeah, he's the founder of, you know Kevin?
Yes. Yes, I'm saying you want?
The president to receive it. Yes, to receive it. Dr. Chiuri, you're going to receive this for the Swahili Cultural Institute for this runners-up award.
Thank you.
Okay. Congratulations to Kevin. Okay. And madam, you're going to stay on. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. It also gives me great honor to give the winners award for a well-known and great initiative that makes us to be all alive. And this one goes to KDITV Pen Kipwato, Engineer Kipwato, for the amazing work that he has done. Come up and receive the award. Pen Engineer Kipwato. For KDITV, we are proud to give you this award. Yes. We are proud of your work. Congratulations for your work. Okay. Congratulations, yeah. Okay. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm here to present on education and training, and I'm going to ask Ambassador Kwaka to help me present, these awards. The education and Training Award is given to organizations that have shown innovations, especially innovation that is designed to promote intercultural understanding. So the first runner-up for this organization is the Kenya Cultural Diplomacy Initiative. And so I'll ask Dr. Angwenyi to please come. Dr. Angwenyi is the founder of Global Connections Kenya, and he has done a lot of work taking students, over 400 students, to Kenya and back. So Dr. Angwenyi, if you can step to the podium. Yeah. All right, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Yes. Thank you very much. And the winner in this category is the Florida Gulf Coast University, together with Wings of Hope. And this organization is one that brings student teachers, from Kenya, who come and work as teachers in the United States. And they have collaborated with Lee County, schools. And Wings of Hope is an organization, again, of FGCU that has collaboration between students in the United States as well as also those who are in Meru County. And Ambassador, ulikaa haraka. Ambassador Kwaka, uliketi kabla kupeana the second award. So, and this award goes, if I can have Priscilla Diangui, as well as also Professor Diangui, to step up to the podium to pick up. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michael.
Edo. Yes. Good evening. I hope you are not tired. I hope things are moving on as we planned. The last award, but not the least, is an external award which is coming from Watch Democracy Grow, and is supposed to be given to OVC on behalf of the whole Kenyan constituency, and will be transferred to the Honorable Ambassador that is here, and will be transferred to the Member of Parliament delegation, but because it is pertaining to democracy. So it is going to be given by Dr. Bland, and the award is there. Every year, Watch Democracy Grow watches African countries, and will make a report in as far as how democracy is being integrated or transitioned. For 2022, Kenya was the recipient of the peaceful transfer of power. Our first country to receive that award was Liberia, under the leadership of President Salif, who received our, what we call our AAA award. For her, it was because she was the first female president to be elected democratically, the first female to receive the Ibrahim Moy Award, the first female to transfer power and to effect good leadership. The second recipient of that award was 2020. That was Zambia, for again the peaceful transfer of power. This year, Kenya was the recipient of that award. We had a group of the electoral observers from the OVC. We had a group of observers in Kenya who were delegates for Watch Democracy Grow, which gave us an opportunity actually to start a chapter in Kenya. As we talk now, Watch Democracy Grow has started a chapter in Kenya. So a shout out to Kenya, a shout out to democracy, and a good job in the region. So without taking long, I will request our award helper, and Dr. Bland, please, the floor is yours to transfer it to the ambassador, either Ambassador Kwaka or Ambassador Wanjaro would be the recipient of that award, please. We have 2 awards, and I will tell you the second one. You remove it. No. And Dr. Brand is going to read for us the message that is contained in the award.
What a beautiful award. It states, Watch Democracy Grow, Outstanding Award for the Peaceful Transfer of Power in the year 2022. Presented to the entire Kenyan community. The outgoing President, HE President Uhuru Kenyatta, and the incoming President, HE William Samoei Ruto, as a symbol to honor this democratic best practice as it takes root in Kenya's history. Let's hear it for this award. That's a beautiful award. Awards are very special, big or small. They symbolize recognition for your contribution to your family and to your country and to your culture. So one larger than the other means little. It represents who you are and the representation of the work being done on behalf of your fellow countrymen. It's my honor to have granted this award.
Thank you. The last one. Yes. No, one and we are done. Yep. Let me finish and then I will do. Okay.
Can I please request the members of parliament who are here to please come to the front and together receive this. You are part and parcel of the democratic political process. Please, all our members of parliament and the Senate who are here to please come to the front and receive for and on behalf of the President. Ningependa kuomba walio hapa wabunge Tafadhali mje hapa mbele muweze kupokea taji hili kwa niaba ya nchi ya Kenya na marais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Tafadhali.
Thank you, Ambassador Kwaka. MPs, please, this is a very strong empowerment that sometimes we don't know.
My goodness.
The last one, I will talk about it. Again, the members of parliament are going to take it on behalf of the person who served Kenya, and it was awarded in 2017, but at that material time, the recipient couldn't be here. So, yes, the second one again, Dr. Bland is going to read it. It was awarded in 2017 and was towards Justice Malaga David of an important independent judicial system that you had. And we don't know that we observe what you do while you are there. So now you will know that we follow what you do. So, Dr. Bland, please.
This award I take great pride in presenting as well. I am a constitutional scholar, and it's always great to present something in this category. It says Judicial Independence and Integrity Award presented to Chief Justice David Maraga for promoting judicial integrity and constitutional independence in 2017 Kenya elections. What a great award and what a great tribute to your Chief Justice.
Yeah, we are too much, that's it. Move.
Just move over a little more even.
Thank you, sir.
I will wind up by thanking the recipients of the awards on behalf of the constituents of Kenya and the former Chief Justice. If when we are talking of the development that Kenya has had in terms of democracy, those two issues are paramount. And remember, sometimes we take a wastage of time putting money in the Congress robbing. This is enough of your robbing for democracy at no penny. I thank you for the opportunity. It was glad to be here this evening, and we hope Kenya is going to carry this torch in the region and do more work down there. I thank you.
We are just about to do a very quick announcement, and people will just pick these awards quickly here. We'll just spend 5 minutes to get these awards out. Very quickly. Give us just 1 minute. 1-2 minutes, please. 1-2 minutes, please. Please. We just want to quickly. Yes. Please, just give us a few minutes here to finish this quickly. We have an award for people who have done outstanding work for OVC, and you come quickly, you pick your award. The first person we want to recognize in OVC is Professor Jake Ongaki. And while he's picking his award, can we have Dr. Peter Ndiangoi, our Executive Director? Could you please come and pick this? As he is picking that, could our Communications Director, thank you so much, could Clara Matahonzi, our Communications Director, very tireless and hardworking, come over to pick that. And as she's getting ready to, very hardworking, our powerhouse. This is our powerhouse. Thank you so much, Clara. The next.
I can get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it later.
Okay. Yes. Just get it. I'll look for it. The next award is given to Lily Ongaki for the great work that you've done. Lily. And then the next one is for Jeremiah Ontiri, AGR Abagusi Radio. Thank you. And the next award is given to a very active young man, Paul Washiri of Grand Granite Valley State. Paul Wachiri. And as Paul Wachiri gets his award here, thank you. No, we are just awarding you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah? Huh? Can I have a photo? Yeah. Thank you, Paul. And as he gets his award, the next award is given to Matthias Mulumba. Matthias. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. The next award is given to the next award is given to somebody who inspires the creative economy, one of the best personalities in the media. Can you give a clap to Ambassador Kwaka as our best media personality award? And to give this award is Professor Jake.
iko moja ya. Yeah. Okay.
And this award here is a president's category for business. It's just given to somebody who has inspired us in the business. And this award is just open. We've been debating who we are going to give, but it is somebody in the EXPO who just came out to show what they can be able to give. And we give this award to Iona Village. Iona Village, they were the veterans group that was at the corner here. There are two awards that we wanted to also give, and these are two awards that are going to be sent to the embassy. One is the embassy consular services that were there, and the other award we are going to also to give is to the Diaspora Affairs State of Diaspora. Thank you very much. That's the end of our award ceremony. As we now transition into the next area, I'll hand over this to our Dr. Jake.
Thank you. Can you please can everybody please pay attention a little bit? I know I need attention. I need your attention, everybody. Standing, talking. Hello. Alex, please let me just pay attention. Everybody all in the back there. Just we're winding down. Mary, what's going on there? Please. Baba Sandiangui, I wanted to keep the crowd down a little bit. We gotta get going. We're almost finishing. This is the final stretch of tonight. But I just wanted to again thank KDL TV for the work that they have done so far to date. You guys gotta give them all. This has been live work. So just thank them, please. It is amazing, and thank you, Kibuato, for being here. Without you, we couldn't have got the message out there. Secondly, I wanted to thank Jams Media, Alex Chamwada, for coming over here and conducting some interview and spreading the word out there for us. Alex Chamwada is the CEO and the founder of Jams Media, Daring Abroad. It highlights news of the diaspora, so you should be able to thank him for the work that he actually does. So at this point, I think I wanted to introduce Mr. Wachibu. Wachibu is going to give us the final stretch. So remember there is a cash bar open on the other side before they close, and Mr. Wachibu is going to be able to wind the night for us with a quick is the entertainment coordinator. I don't know what he has in place. Please get us moving, and then tomorrow we come back here, and then so make sure you don't miss the food, you don't miss some more panel presentation that is going on tomorrow, and we will be having the whole day, which will be finishing roughly at 5 o'clock. So we will have some good stuff going on, and then what's the next action? So we will be presenting some what deals has been happening, what's the future of where we're going to have the next OVC Business Expo. I know some people are leaving, but I'm just telling you, sometimes once you get recognized, please also be seated down so you can be able to be thankful to others who stayed for you. That is one courtesy that you can just be able to do. So Mr. Washibu, go ahead and wind up for us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
This is where now we start the official gala. Those were speeches, awards, and everything. And we have Mr. DJ. DJ, can you put the song that we did in church the other day? Just so I want us to get up. We want to get this thing started. Are you ready? Okay, it started already. And the cash bar is open. The DJ is tipsy. The ladies at the bar, they are taking tips as well. Do you have the song, by the way, so we get people up? And I know you've been seated for quite a while. And do you feel like getting up? You feel like getting up? DJ Ebu, I can't, you see. Is that the one from church?